Fightin' Phils fans, welcome to game number 6 of 6 here at the Diamond. Your Reading Fightin' Phils taking on the Richmond Flying Squirrels. They lead 3-2 in the series. They're going for a series win. Another rainy, borderline miserable weather out there. Guys have done a really good job of playing through this just nasty dripping mist the entire series. And it continues here today, but first, before the pitch, we'll throw it down for the singing of the national anthem. It's time to play some baseball here in Richmond, Virginia, as we get ready for the final contest here on the road. Looking forward to returning home next week against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, the Blue Jays affiliate. But right now, the Fightin' Phils are trying to take a series win over the Flying Squirrels and back up last week's series win over Somerset to start off the first half. Now, Reading has been really good here in the second week of the second half, 7-4, trying to get back to 500 on the season in total, although, that doesn't necessarily matter for the playoff spot. But every time they win, Portland wins as well. They are dominating out over Binghamton, and so they are still 2 games ahead. Reading is 2 games back from them, and then the rest of the Eastern League tailing off a little bit. Somerset has that spot on the northeast side, and Richmond has the spot already on the southwest side. They have almost the same team, so it's very interesting how things have kind of started to come apart here in Richmond. But we'll see what game number 6 brings us. We're back to Monday's starters. Matt Frisbee, the righty for the Flying Squirrels, versus Colton Eastman. We saw these two on Monday for the 4th of July. Frisbee went 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. They gave him 88 offerings. Eastman got tagged up a little bit, 2 innings of work, 4 hits, 7 runs, only 5 of them earned, but the thing was he made the error that made the rest of them unearned, throwing error over to first. 3 walks and 1 strikeout. So looking to get back on the saddle a little bit. I have high hopes for this game. I think the vibes are up. Everybody's feeling good despite the weather. They're coming off having fantastic last 3 nights and late and close wins, and bats are popping off here as Johan Rojas will start it off. He gives some knuckles to the catcher and the home plate umpire Sean Cassidy today. Jude Corey shifting to third, and the crew chief Kelvis Velez at first. Frisbee settles in, glove at the face, gets the sign from his catcher Ricardo Jenovas back behind the plate, and a hefty swinging strike from Rojas, 139 to start here at the diamond a couple minutes late. Game number 82 of 138 as that pitch comes up and in. Have to see how this rain impacts the pitchers today. It's just drizzling right now. I think we're kind of on the tail end of the cloud. It hits the outside corner. Basically in a split there was Jenovas back behind the plate. Overcast, though, should be the entire afternoon, and just a slight breeze as Rojas takes us out to right center. Franklin Labor backing up. He'll make the catch, and there is out number 1. Labor in right, Hayward in center, and Armani Smith over in left. Diego Rincon subbing in at first today as Frankie Tostado got a day off, although it was a late transition to getting the day off. He was in the original lineup, and then they pulled him. Brett Arbach at second. He had that grand slam yesterday. Fitzgerald at short, and Shawn Roby stays at the hot corner. Looking to lay down a bunt here is Wendell Rijo as he slides into the number 2 hole. Logan O'Hoppe batting third, and Jalen Ortiz will be cleaning up today. Aldrin Corridor and Kevin Vicuna batting 5th and 6th. And then Jack Conley, who will be catching, Jonathan Guzman, and Hunter Marquardt, 7 through 9. After first pitch strike, Rijo takes another one outside. 0-2 the count. Just his third time in this number 2 hole. He's kind of moved around through the lineup. Frisbee deals down and away. 1-2. This is the last time that these two teams will meet up this season. I think that's why they were so invested in getting all these games in. Rijo strikes out swinging on a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, and there's out number 2 in the first here for Logan O'Hoppe. Unusual that the Flying Squirrels do not come to Reading at all this season. Stepping in is Logan O'Hoppe. He did not play in Monday's game, so this is his first time seeing Matt Frisbee. No score here, top of the first at the Diamond. If you're just joining us, I'm Emily Messina bringing you the action from Richmond, Virginia, as Logan gets this deep in the hole at third. Roby over to first. A good play by a guy who's made a couple errors in the hot corner this series, and they get Logan at first. The Fightin' Phils go down in order to the bottom half. Colton Eastman due up in just one moment. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season. Into
the bottom of the first we go here at the Diamond. The Art Phil sat down in order So we will see what the bottom half brings as Colton Eastman comes up for the second time this series. The righty will be throwing to Jack Conley back behind the plate. Hunter Marquardt out and left. Johan Rojas in center and Jalen Ortiz out and right after a night off yesterday. Wendell Rijo and Jonathan Guzman on the left side of the infield. Kevin Vicuna over at second, and Aldrin Corridor returns to first base after 2 nights off in the field. Was the designated hitter once and had a day off. Now he's back over at first. He's really become the starting first baseman with Josh Ockhamy's promotion. And Vicuna subbed in over there as well pretty nicely, 4 games at first, and has looked solid. Here's Jacob Hayward, who steps into that lead-up spot with Gigliotti on the bench today. Eastman deals outside. Ball number 1. Brett Arbach, Diego Rincones, and Shawn Roby rounding up that number 4 spot. Roby and his number 5 guy, Ricardo Jenovas, both had homers off of Eastman on Monday. Tyler Fitzgerald in the number 6 spot. Brandon Martirano, the designated hitter, he'll bat 7th. And then Armani Smith and Franklin Labor round out 8 and 9. Here's the 1-1 from the righty. Eastman sent sky high. Shallow center coming in. Rojas going out. Guzman, but it's Johan who makes the catch. And there is one away. Other than Monday's start, though, Colton Eastman has been impressive for the Fightin Phils. He got the beginning of the season out in Lehigh, then transferred to our roster a couple weeks ago. He's had 5 starts. 4 of them have been quality. That's 6 or more innings with 3 or less runs. Not a huge strikeout guy, induces a lot of weak contact as he comes inside. Also a very mature pitcher, the kind of guy that can throw a lot of offerings. 91 pitches, his longest count, 7 innings, his longest outing this season. First pitch ball, second one hits the inside corner, 1-1. Big cut and miss by Brett Arbach. He had that grand slam yesterday against Noah Skiro. I think he even surprised himself there. 72 degrees, light rain in the forecast for the next hour or 2. That's always fun. Eastman comes inside. Conley thought he had it. He was about to throw it around the horn, but they're going to have to go again. Right now, the wind is just 7 miles an hour, pushing in left to right. Not to the point where I think it will impact the game like it did yesterday. But we'll have to see as the storm rolls through. This is shot to left field. It's going to drop in as it goes all the way to the wall. Arbach hustling for 2. Good throw in by Hunter Marquardt. He's going to stay at second, a stand-up double for a guy that's batting just over the Mendoza line. They'll have a runner in scoring position with just one out for Diego Rincones. Fightin Phils will stick it out as the Los Luchadores stay Reading today. Why not? They've won the past 3 games as this alternate identity. Keep the lucky uniforms alive. Actually, when they dress as the Luchadors, they are 14-6 on the season, which is pretty solid. Over double the amount of wins than losses in these jerseys. As they take a first pitch ball. The black jersey top with the yellow cap sleeves and the yellow lettering. A big luchador mask, the fighting spirit on the front. As Rincones chases a breaking ball, 1-1. They've got the matching black, white, and red brim cap with a mask on the front and the road gray pants. Richmond will wear the home white pants, but a red jersey top and a matching red cap with the Flying Squirrels logo and a black brim. Shuffling off the bag is Arbach. Eastman's going to come home. This is sent up into left field, a fly ball, shallow enough for Guzman to go back and make the catch. He covers a lot of ground at shortstop, and he makes the catch. There is out number 2. Arbach forced to stay at second, and here is Shawn Roby, the man who's done the most damage in this series. Roby had another home run yesterday in the 8th inning that tied us up. And the Fightins went on to win that game in the 9th. Out of the stretch here for Colton Eastman. Looks back at the runner on second. Vicuna holding him close. Now he comes home on a breaking ball. Count is 0-1. Eastman mainly featuring the fastball, curveball, and changeup. Fastball mid to low 90s, 91 to 93. Looks back at second once again. Really keeping an eye on Arbach. He's coming home with the 0-2. Throws off Roby again. It brings it down to 79 miles an hour, and the count 0-2. Scoreless here, bottom of the first on the road in Richmond, Virginia. They do have a runner on second, but there are 2 outs here for Colton Eastman. In the dirt, Conley does a good job of keeping it in front of him. Arbach doesn't go anywhere out on second. Obviously, with 2 outs, he'll be going on contact, but Conley saying something into his dugout here. Now he gets back in position behind the plate. Eastman sets up, glove of the chest, standing tall. Here's the 1-2 count with 2 outs, and Shawn Roby chases, throws his bat in frustration as he strikes out swinging, and there is out number 3. Eastman allows a hit, but he strands him on second. On to the second we go, scoreless at the diamond.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Top of the second we go here at the diamond, scoreless. The Fightin' Phils are up to bat, though. Jalen Ortiz, Aldrim Corridor, and Kevin Vicuna are due up. Matt Frisbee set them down in order 1, 2, 3, all different ways, fly out, strikeout, and ground out. We'll see what the Fightin' Phils can do here in the second. Ortiz had a double and a walk off of Frisbee. Actually, a double and a single and a walk off of Frisbee on Monday. So hopefully he'll have a little fun out there. Wendell Rijo hit off him well as well. So did Vito Friscia, but he is not with us right now. He is representing Team Italy in the Netherlands. Ortiz shoots this out to left, all the way to the wall. It goes up the line. Hustling for 2 as he's trying to keep his helmet off. Jalen with a leadoff double in this frame as he hits the shimmy to the dugout. What's that? They're doing a new thing out there on second to celebrate. Gotta figure out what that was. And he gets himself into scoring position here to start off this frame. Here is Aldrum Corridor looking to do some damage. Corridor sends this foul. There's strike number 1. In the lefty batter's box, first lefty that Frisbee will see. Hunter Marquardt also in this lineup. He'll bat from the left side. Aldrum takes a pitch in the dirt. Available on the bench today for the Fightin' Phils, Sal Gazzo, a switch hitter, AJ Graffinino, a lefty, and Simone Muzziotti, also a lefty, has the day off today. Runner on second. Nobody out here. Start off the top of the second. Corridor sends this sky high out to shallow left field. Armani Smith coming in. Fitzgerald going back, and it's the shortstop that ends up making the catch. And there is out number 1. With a runner on, here's Kevin Vicuna. Up and into Kevin, bumping him out of the box. Seems okay there as he digs his right foot in. Ground ball second. Ortiz is going to get over to third. I think that sounded like it splintered the bat of Kevin. And the shortstop throws it over. There's out number 2. Ortiz does get 90 feet from home plate, but there's 2 outs on the board. Here is Jack Conley. So talking about Vito Friscia playing for Team Italy, started on July the 8th. He had a hit in that game and also a walk. Playing left field, and we've seen that for Reading a couple times, giving them a good idea. As Jack sends this foul into the stands, giving chase his Rincones, but it ends up about 5 rows up. And he'll just take a foul ball. They did play earlier today as well. Friscia didn't get a hit, but he did record a walk. And he played both left and right field in that contest, so we'll keep our eye out for him playing and the rest of the week as Jack sends this foul back into the net behind home plate, 0-2. He'll be playing out in the Netherlands all week for Harlem Baseball Week. Very exciting. Team Italy under manager Mike Piazza. Next week, Logan O'Hoppe and Eric Miller will be heading to L.A., Dodger Stadium, for the Futures game. That's next Saturday. Here's the 0-2, and Conley goes down swinging. Jalen Ortiz starts off this frame with a double, but he ends up stranded on third, and the Fightin' Phils go scoreless into the bottom of the second here for Colton Eastman in just 1 moment at the diamond.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Fightin Phil's got a hit in the top half, but they couldn't bring Ortiz home. So scoreless into the bottom of the second. Colton Eastman out. He'll see Ricardo Jenovas, Tyler Fitzgerald, and Brandon Martirano here. Phillies at 2:15 start, so they'll be beginning their contest in just a little bit out at St. Louis. Lehigh Valley doesn't play till 5:30 tonight at Coca-Cola Park. That'll be something fun to listen to on the bus ride back. Jersey Shore playing at Hudson Valley. They are tied 1-1. Home at Shoretown Ballpark. Ben Brown out on the mound. They are in the top of the fourth. Eastman gets a foul ball back at a Jenovas and then a swinging strike. 0-2. Clearwater on top of Dunedin 5-3. They're in the eighth. Nick Maton still doing some rehabbing. 2 for 4 out in Clearwater. Batted in a run. Jamari Baylor had a solo shot. A ball on 2 strikes here to the opening batter of the bottom of the second. Jenovas gets hit in the shoulder. That'll put a runner on first here to start the frame on a hit by pitch. Has stopped raining here at the ballpark. Solid crowd for not the world's best weather here at the Diamond. They've had decent crowds, 5,000 plus this entire week. Wild pitch gets past Jack Conley. Going to second is Jenovas, and now Eastman will have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Fitzgerald went 0 for 1 against Colton on Monday's game. As the righty comes set, glove at the chest out of the stretch here. And he takes a swinging strike, 1-1. Aldrin Corridor playing a bit in at first, kind of on that infield grass. Everybody else back deep. Kevin Vicuna nearing closer and closer to second base with a runner on. Eastman looks back at him. 1-1 down and away. Fitzgerald holds off 2-1. Well struck out to center field. Rojas back at the warning track. He'll make the catch. Tagging and going to third is Jenovas. But there is out number 1 on the board here. Runner 90 feet from home for the designated hitter, Brandon Martirano. Fun this day in baseball town history, June 10th, 1999. At Reading, the Phillies beat Bowie for the second straight night with a walk-off home run. And guess who hit the walk-off? Jimmy Rollins won it with a 3-run home run in the bottom of the ninth, Reading rallying to beat the Bay Sox 4-3. Rollins had all 4 of the RBIs that night. Obviously went on to have an illustrious career with the big club as Martirano takes a first pitch strike. taking a couple steps in here. This is shot foul. 1-1. Obviously, if anything gets in the outfield here, it'll score a run with just one out on the board. Eastman hasn't let any damage across. We're only in the bottom of the second. Jenovas, catcher, not the fastest runner on the team. A swing and a miss makes it 1-2. That breaking ball really working well for Eastman today. Time is called. And it was granted, so that pitch that he threw does not count. Waiting for Martirano to step back in the righty batter's box. He's got a 1-2 count here. Eastman looking for a big out, number 2. With a runner on third here, scoreless in the bottom of the second. Takes a deep breath. The 1-2 ground ball left side. Guzzi's going to hold on to it long enough that the runner can't move. And then he'll send it over to Aldrum Corridor, and that is a huge out here for Colton Eastman. There's 2 away. Now a sac fly won't do it. Now something in the outfield won't do it. Here's Armani Smith. Smith didn't play in yesterday's game, but he had a big night a couple nights ago. 2-run scoring double. Also had a single on Friday. Played both corner outfield positions. Eastman comes outside. There's ball number 1. Much more efficient against righty batters. Kept them to a 182 batting average. Lefties swing 279 against Colton. Smith, a righty batter, chases a pitch way outside. Good block by Jack Conley just to keep it in front of him. Runner on third, of course, getting a little jumpy over there. Eastman takes a deep breath, settles in on the rubber, looks down, the ball in his glove, and now he comes set, finding his grip. Here's the 1-1. In for a strike. 1-2. With 2 strikes, the infield will take a couple steps back. Barely any breeze here at the ballpark. 1 on, 2 outs. And here's a 1-2 pitch. Conley does his best to bring that down a little bit into the zone. Just at the letters. And it moves 2-2. Last night, manager Dennis Pelfrey was ejected for the Flying Squirrels. Had a problem with both Corey and Velez at the plate. This is chopped to third, backhanded by Rio, all the way across the diamond. Tough throw, but Aldrum Corridor keeps his foot on the bag, and they get the out. And so, after a leadoff hit by pitch and a runner that moves over to third, Colton Eastman sets down the side in order and keeps this 0-0, gives his team an opportunity to get on the board in the top of the third. We'll be right back in just one moment.
When the Ready Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klingers on Cressonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Trying to give Colton Eastman some run support here as we enter in the top of the third, scoreless at the diamond. Matt Frisbee will see Jonathan Guzman, Hunter Marquardt, and then Johan Rojas as Guzzi takes the first pitch strike here. Frisbee 20 offerings through 2. Eastman 32 offerings. He's allowed a hit. That was to Jalen Ortiz, but he was stranded on second as Jonathan sends his back foul. 0-2 the count. Righty deals. Gets a piece of it, but it goes right into the glove of the catcher, Jenovas. Striking out on a foul tip is Jonathan Guzman, and there is out number 1 here for Hunter Marquardt. Marquardt had the big hit last night. Double in the 7th that ended up scoring what at that time was the tying run. He also was hit by a pitch in the 9th and ended up scoring the winning run then. And has laid his body out for the team more than once this season. He'll step in on the left side and take a ball. Lefties bat better against Frisbee than righties do. Lefties bat 285 as a whole. Righties 232. So Marquardt checks his swing, but he does go around 1-1. Did not play in the game on Monday. He was still out on the injured list then from that diving play over in Brighton Baseball Town. So this is his first time seeing Matt Frisbee. Looks to lay down the bunt, but he takes a strike, and it's 1-2. And now he'll get some sign calls. Manager Sean Williams down the third baseline. First base coach Mike Jones, same as usual. With 1 out, here's a 1-2. Marquardt fouls it back. We'll go again. Also had his first stolen base of the season in the 9th inning yesterday. Redding had 3 snags. If they get any base runners, I think they'll look to take today. Frisbee and Jenovas not known as a team to catch a lot of runners as Marquardt checks the swing. They say he goes around and on a drop third strike. They put the tag, and there is out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts, actually 3 strikeouts in a row if you track back to Jack Conley to end the second. And here we go to the top of the order with Johan Rojas. Rojas flew out to right his first time up. Had 2 hits against Frisbee on Monday. Looks to lay down the bunt. It's a pop-up, and running and making the catch is Shawn Roby in foul territory. So a bunt pop-out and foul. Ends the inning. The Fightin' Phils go down in order. To the bottom of the third we go. Here, scoreless at the diamond.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Into the bottom of the third here at the Diamond, scoreless. Colton Eastman will see Franklin Labor, the number 9 hitter, and then back to the top of the order with Hayward and Arbach. Ready looking for a 1-2-3 frame as this is chopped foul into the Phil's dugout. And Labor down 0-1. Batting just 184 this season is Franklin. Didn't see him yesterday. Did have a hit and a walk in the game on Friday as he takes the ball 1-1. Little bit of a breeze going now. Those flags out in center field gently blowing in the wind. Still overcast skies. It's not raining right now. Labor chases an off-speed pitch, 1-2. Hopefully we'll be good to go to get the rest of this contest in on a getaway day following the end of this game. Fightin Phils will get on the bus, go back to Reading. The universal off day is tomorrow, Monday. Nobody in the minors plays really on a Monday. And then Tuesday through Sunday home at First Energy Stadium versus the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Here's the 2-2. Eastman deals. Sent back, foul. It's going to hit the second level. And he'll keep his count. A lot of fun things happening next week. Philly Fanatic is coming to town. Best mascot in sports. Ground ball on 2 hops. Jonathan Guzman fields over to first. And there's one away here for Colton Eastman as we go back to the top of the order. He's allowed a base runner in every frame, but nobody's come home yet. Only 1 hit on either side right now. Jalen Ortiz a double, Brett Arbach a double. Here's Jacob Hayward. He flew out to center field. He'll step in on the right side. He takes the first pitch strike. Hefty swing. He only gets a piece of it. It rolls back foul. Phillies just got their start. They're in the top of the first. Kyle Schwarber started it off with a base hit. Trying to drive in a run here early against the Cardinals out in St. Louis. Pitch falls inside, and the count moves 1-2. On the mound in Philadelphia right now, Nick Nelson. They said he'll probably just get 1 or 2 innings before they turn it over to Sanchez, who will get the bulk of them. So kind of an opener here. As the 1-2 comes into Hayward, and it's bounced foul. Any former Fightins in the lineup? Let's see. Reese Hoskins, the designated hitter. Derek Hall out at first. He's in the cleanup spot. Alec Boehm at third. Bryson Stott at short. Matt Vierling in center. All the young kids out there in the lineup today. Here's the 1-2 inside, 2-2. Jersey Shore now leading Hudson Valley 4-3. Barron Radcliffe, an RBI double. Carl Ellison, an RBI triple. And now they lead in the bottom of the 4th. Ben Brown still on the rubber as Hayward takes a swinging strike. Back-to-back outs here for Colton Eastman. Puts 2 on the board for Brett Arbach. Arbach has the only hit here for the Flying Squirrels, a double back in the 1st. He'll step up in the righty batter's box with 2 outs here. No score in the bottom of the 3rd. Clearwater leads Dunedin 5-3. They're in the bottom of the 9th on the road. Clearwater had 11 hits in this contest. And Lehigh Valley doesn't play until 5:30 tonight at Coca-Cola Park. A hefty swinging strike from Arbach makes it 1-1. Trying to go for his first 1-2-3 frame here is Colton Eastman. See if he can get out of this one quick. 2 outs already. Here's the 1-1 to Arbach. Just misses outside. Good frame by Jack Conley, but they don't get the call that they're looking for. And now it's 2-1. Arbach, the number 27 prospect for the San Francisco Giants. This ball is way outside, 3-1. Was originally drafted in the 40th round in 2018 out of community college, then transferred to Alabama, played there. Great time, played in the Cape Cod League, had a great time there. He was the MVP in the All-Star game in 2019 in the Cape Cod League. And then in the 2020 season, the draft only went 5 rounds. And so if you didn't go in the top 5, you were just signed. As this is sent foul and the count moves to full. And so he ended up just signing for $20,000 as an undrafted free agent for the Giants. And then after his first season, skyrocketed up the prospect list. Full count here. Colton Eastman has 2 outs. Glove at the chest, turns his body. Big kick, the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. First walk issued by Colton Eastman today, not the first free pass, as Ricardo Jenovas was hit by a pitch last frame. So Arbach will head to first with a runner on. Here is Rincones, scoreless in the bottom of the 3rd. He flew out to left his first time up. Eastman comes inside and he hits him with a strike. Colton, a high draft pick for Philadelphia in the 4th round in 2018 out of Cal State Fullerton. He actually went to the College World Series with Cal State. Throws over to first. The tag is put by Corridor, but not in time as Arbach slides back safely. He has 8 stolen bases this season, but he's caught 5 times. That's tough. Shuffles off the bag at first. Coming set is Eastman. 0-1 becomes 0-2 at the knees to Diego Rincones. Colton just 25 years old. Turned 26 in August. Out of Fresno, California. Here's the 0-2 with 2 outs, down and away. Rincones doesn't chase. And it moves to 1-2. Arbach really not taking much of a lead off of first. Trying to get out of this inning. Shuffling off the back is Arbach with 2 outs. This is a wild pitch that gets past a diving Jack Conley, and he's off to second with ease. Second wild pitch of the game that affects the contest here for Eastman. Runner moves to scoring position, but there are 2 outs. 2 Just trying to get this third out here, put his team up to bat in the fourth. It's been quite a pitcher's duel. Eastman's got Rincones 2-2. Here's a pitch, shot out to left. Racing over is Marquardt. He plays it off the wall, coming around and scoring is Brett Arbach, an RBI single for Rincones. Gives the Flying Squirrels a 1-0 lead. Now we'll see the cleanup hitter Shawn Roby with a runner on first and 2 away. Rincones didn't move over. Doesn't have great speed, and Marquardt got that back in quickly. First pitch to Roby outside, ball 1. Struck out swinging his first time up. Eastman will get a lot of pitches, but he's also already thrown 55 here, trying to get through the bottom of the third. Just 2 hits for Richmond. They've taken advantage of the free pass here. Arbach walked down to first with 2 outs. Rincones brought him home. There's a swinging strike by Roby, 1-1. Just trying to get out of this inning. When the Artphils come up in the fourth, they'll have the top of their lineup, Rijo, Ohapi, and Ortiz. This falls right in the strike zone, 1-2. It's impressive that a guy that has 23 home runs this season is only batting .223. It's a long ball or it's nothing. 2 outs, runner on first, a 1-2. Checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coming off the developmental list for the Fightin' Phils today was Eric Miller, so the chance we could see him out of the bullpen today. He was on that for exactly a month. Eastman looks over at the runner on first with 2 outs. Here's the 2-2. Inside a full count. He thought he had it. He's walking off the mound, and he's going to have to take that ball back and go again. 1 run is crossed for the Flying Squirrels, trying to limit the damage to just that. Leans over, gets the sign from his catcher. Rincones barely off the bag at first. Here's the payoff pitch, and that'll do it. On the inside corner, and Roby knew it. He's caught looking to end the inning. An RBI single from Rincones brings home Arbach, and Richmond leads 1-0. To the fourth we go here at the Diamond. Our Phils due up.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the Our Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other Our Phils fans, see an Our Phils road game, meet with an Our Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star Our Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the Our Phils at Erie, meet with an Our Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star Our Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Top 4 coming at you here at the Diamond. The Arphils trail by 1 now. They have the heart of their order, Riho, Ohapi, and Ortiz due up. Just had a in-between innings Tooth Fairy promotion, cleaning the bases out there. I think our Tooth Fairy, much better. But I will say this little girl was scrubbing the bases very aggressively. Riho takes this out to deep center. Hayward tracking back. A couple steps in front of the warning track. He makes the catch. There's out number 1. And then they had her carrying this giant toothbrush all the way out to left field. The poor little girl was like unable to move by the time they're getting off the field. Here's Logan Ohapi with 1 away. Only hit so far for the Fightin' Phils from Jalen Ortiz. Double back in the second here. Anybody that comes up represents the tying run for Reading. Logan shoots this out foul into the stands. There's strike 1. Grounded out to third base his first time up. Logan takes his left side in through the hole. Gonna get himself down to first. Just the second hit of the game here for the Fightin' Phils, and they have the tying runner on. Here's Jalen Ortiz. He doubled in his last at-bat. Jalen steps into the right side. Fightin' Phil's looking to tie this up, down by 1 here, top 4. First pitch, upstairs. Genova's coming back. Is it going to get into the stands? It does, about 3 rows. Huge race for the foul ball. And he gives it to a little kid down there. That's the spirit. Hop shuffles off the bag at first. Love at the waist here for Matt Frisbee. Out of the stretch, Ortiz chops this down the third base line. And they say foul. He's down 0-2. I'm going to watch that back here on this clip. Oh, that's it. They're showing me Ohapi's hit. There's a little monitor in the booth that's showing me the game feed, which I like, 'cause they're pretty good at the replays here, and they'll run it back for me, but not that time. Logan stays on first, 1 out here in the top of the 4th as Ortiz takes a pitch outside, 1-2. Waiting in the on-deck circle, Aldrum Corridor. Genova's setting up way outside. Ortiz slams this foul opposite way. Nobody up in that section of seats. He'll keep his count. Genova sits on the kind of outside corner of the plate. Ortiz sends this back foul, hits one of the posts holding up the netting back behind home plate. And another one coming. Pitch number 6 there. Working Frisbee up in the count. He's only thrown 37 offerings through 3 1/3. Glove at the waist, runner on first. That's Logan Ohapi, just 1 out. Ortiz will go down swinging here on an off-speed pitch. Tough way to end the battle, but he'll take out number 2 with him back to the dugout. And here's Aldrum Corridor with the tying run on first and 2 away. Fastball, slider, and splitter for Matt Frisbee. Takes the first pitch inside, strike. Frisbee played a lot of last summer in Richmond as well, over 25 career AA starts. Logan is off and going, and they're going to get him. Doesn't even go to the catcher. Frisbee sends it over to the shortstop, Fitzgerald, and they get him, and that will end the inning. Corridor will get another chance up to bat, but the Fightin Phils fail to score. They trail by 1 going into the bottom of the 4th here at the Diamond.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils. The Reading Fightin Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Bottom of the 4th inning at the Diamond. Richmond leads 1-0. Ricardo Jenovas steps in. He takes the first pitch strike. Now it comes down and away, 1-1. Colton Eastman out after 61 pitches. Allowed just 2 hits and a run. Jenovas swats this down the right field line, foul. 1-2. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Got all the way to third, but was stranded there. This is sent foul down the third baseline. Outside, 2-2. Trying to get out number 1 here to start off the bottom of the 4th. Reading has done the majority of their run scoring late in this series here. I'm actually tracking when the run scoring comes. This is lifted out to center field. Rojas jogging over. He makes the catch. There's out number 1. I try to track when we score runs in the contest. And where's the page in my game notes? Here it is. So, Reading has scored most of their runs here in the second half, which, mind you, has been just 2 weeks. 12 runs in the 7th inning. The opponents scored the most runs in the 3rd. They've scored 13 in the 3rd, and interesting now they score a run in the 3rd, so 14. Eastman slides this one in for a strike. In the first half, Reading scored most of their runs in the 6th and 7th inning. Opponents scored most of their runs against the Fightins in the 3rd and the 5th. So they really attack the bullpens. A lot of really good starters in this league. I think that's part of it. Obviously, you had Kyle Harrison the other day. We've seen Ken Waldachuk. People of that nature that I think make it harder to hit in the first, 5 or 6 innings of a game, and then Reading really attacks the bullpen later. As Fitzgerald takes a 1-2 strike. Two balls, 2 strikes here, looking for out number 2 to Tyler Fitzgerald. Infield, outfield, back deep. The pitch sent foul. Rolls foul back into the net behind home plate. He'll keep his 2-2 count. Lot of foul balls here off of Eastman, and that is what is driving up his pitch count. He gets some weak contact. Hasn't been in the confines of the playing field as much as pitch number 73 is coming in. Lots of full count offerings. This one's still 2-2. Comes set. Big kick and fire. This is taken to right. Racing back at the wall is Ortiz, and there's nothing he can do about it. A solo shot from Tyler Fitzgerald makes it 2-0 Richmond. That just caught wind. Fitzgerald's 11th home run of the season makes this a 2-0 game here. Eastman will see Brandon Martirano looking for out number 2. Comes inside, strike number 1. There's a ball outside, 2-1. Wind pushing in here right now. The wind is kind of shifting as the storm is breaking around us. The sun, I wouldn't say it's shining through, but the darker clouds are definitely rolling away here. This is sent up the middle. Kevin Vicuna on the run makes the play over to first. And there is out number 2 here for Armani Smith. Richmond scored 1 in the bottom of the 3rd, an RBI single by Rincones. That Fitzgerald homer makes it 2-0. The Fightin' Fellas have only had 2 hits in this game. I mean, Richmond only had 3. Smith takes the first pitch strike. When Reading comes up in the top of the 5th, they'll have Corridor, who was batting in that pickoff, Kevin Vicuna, and Jack Conley. This is sent out to left field. Marquardt back at the wall, bounces off. It's still in play. A stand-up double for Armani Smith. Nobody up in the bullpen for Reading. And here's the number 9 hitter, Franklin LeBoer. Eastman's going to want to get this before going back to the top of the order here. Runner on second, 2 outs. As the batter steps in on the right side. Richmond, 2 runs on 4 hits. Reading, no runs on 2 hits. We've been cleaning the field so far. Richmond's had a tough time with some defensive work, and to be honest, this hasn't been Reading's cleanest series. First pitch strike here. Eastman looks back at second. This is going up the elevator shaft in the infield. Corridor is tracking it into foul territory. He makes the catch over the shoulder, almost steps on Labour's bat that he tossed. And there is out number 3. 1 run does score. Fitzgerald's solo shot makes it 2-0. Reading due up, top of the 5th here at the Diamond.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Top of the 5th here at the Diamond. Richmond has taken a 2-0 lead here. Aldrum Corridor up in the lefty batter's box. He was batting back in the 4th, but when Ohapi was caught stealing, he'll get another at-bat with a fresh count. Takes the first pitch strike. Matt Frisbee is still in this contest, just 40 pitches through 4 innings. Little trickler that rolls foul. Shift on the lefty batter here. Aldrum takes one outside, 1-2. Fightin Phil's just 2 hits, Ohapi and Ortiz. 5 strikeouts for Frisbee. Aldrum goes up the middle. Fitzgerald plays this well over to first, right into the shift. There is out number 1. Here we go into Kevin Vicuna. Kevin grounded out to short his first time up. Just looking to get on base here and get something moving for the R-Phils. Kind of come alive today. Won the last 3 games after Richmond took the first 2 of this series. So looking for a series win as Kevin sends this out to right center field. Hayward on the run. It hangs up enough in the sky that he makes the catch. And there is 2. Here's Jack Conley now. He struck out swinging his first time up. Takes the first pitch strike. Frisbee deals inside. Catches the corner. Down 0-2. Frisbee started Richmond's first ever 9-inning no-hitter. He worked 6 perfect innings back on May 13th, 2021 at Harrisburg. 6 perfect innings, that's pretty solid. Here's the 1-2, Conley bumps us back. He'll stay alive. 2 outs here, top 5. Fightin Phils trail by 2. Looking to make something happen. Frisbee steps back. 1-2 is sent off the end of the bat into right by Jack. Oh, it's just foul. Well hit. He'll just have to move it over a little bit. Two outs. Fightin Phils down by 2. Here's the 1-2 to Conley. It's in the dirt. We'll go again. There is somebody up in the bullpen for Reading. So we'll see if they turn there or stick with Eastman. Off day tomorrow gives both teams a little bit more wiggle room. Jack takes this straight out to center field, but Jacob Hayward is there to make the catch, and the Phils go down in order in the 5th. They trail by 2 to the bottom half here at the Diamond.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Phils game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Reading will make a call to the bullpen here for the bottom of the 5th inning as Eric Miller comes in for Colton Eastman. Eastman finishes with a line of 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts on 82 pitches. And here is the lefty Eric Miller, joining Brian Marconi as the only other lefty out of the pen. Miller has gotten some spot starts as well before entering the developmental list, so we'll have to see how he shakes out here, if he goes back and forth or what the situation is as he sends ball 1 to Jacob Hayward. He'll have the top of the order in Hayward, Arbach, and Rincones. Richmond leads 2-0. He's trying to keep it that way as he sends Hayward a strike, 93-mile-an-hour fastball. The last time that we saw Eric pitch was on June 8th. He had a clean inning of work. Struck out a batter. The Hayward's bat goes flying, and that's why they have the net. That's why they make those nets so big now. People get so angry that they're there. Okay, well, take a bat to the head and then we'll talk. And that goes in as strike number 2. Miller was placed on the developmental list back on June 10th, so exactly a month here, and he's in the Fightin' Phil's bullpen once more. Be traveling to the Futures game next week. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he's been very solid. A 1.52 ERA in 13 outings with 7 starts. That's really good. Here's a 2-2 from the lefty inside. It's a full count. Struck out 30 batters, allowing just 4 runs and 14 hits this season. After spending most of 2021 on the injured list, being able to figure things out now. Phillies' number 10 prospect. Here's the payoff pitch, and he gets Hayward swinging. Brings his fastball up to 95. And there is out number 1 here in the 5th. Miller has still been with the team the entire time here, working with the Fightin' staff. And here's Brett Arbach. He's been on twice today, although both of that was to Colton Eastman. He takes a strike inside and shakes his head at Sean Cassidy back behind the plate. 1 hit and 1 walk for Arbach as Miller deals. This one is 2 inside, and now it's 1-1. There's a strike, 1 and 2. Miller has 1 out here, bottom 5. Now we'll have 2. A wild pitch gets away from Jack Conley, but he finds it and sends it down to first, so it'll go in as a strikeout. 2-3 in your books. Miller, back-to-back Ks here. And Diego Rincones is due up. Miller, a product of Stanford University, sends one inside to Rincones. Drafted back in the 3rd round in 2019. Gets a swinging strike. 1-1. 15 of 18 in scoreless appearances. What that means is 83% of the time Eric comes out, he is scoreless. 2 balls and a strike here to Rincones. This is sent to right field. Ortiz there to make the catch, and a 1-2-3 frame for Eric Miller. He sends him down in order here in the bottom of the 5th. Just 14 pitches as we head into the top of the 6th. The Arphils trail by 2. Looking for some run support.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Matt Frisbee gets another frame as we head into the top of the 6th. Richmond leads Reading 2-0. Jonathan Guzman sends the first ball back. He sees foul. And there is strike number 1. Eric Miller came in the 5th, and he sent them down in order. And giving his team an opportunity to get themselves on the board here. Guzman bloops this in. Diving is Hayward, and he makes the catch in center. Robs Jonathan of a hit. Man, he's made such good contact lately, and he is just getting short end of the stick, left and right. There's one away. Here's Hunter Marquardt from the left side. Trying to get something started for the Fightin' Phils. He'll take a swinging strike. A little bit of a shift on the lefty. Fitzgerald almost behind second. Roby pretty much manning the left side of the infield. Up and away, 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Hunter struck out swinging his first time up. Takes a hack, fouling it back, 2-2. Frisbee at just 56 offerings. At this point, he's in a position where he could potentially go the distance. One out here, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hunter inside, and now the count is full. Love to just get somebody on here. And that would put the tying run at the plate. Frisbee comes set, glove at the chest. Now he brings it down to his waist. Here's the payoff pitch. Hunter sends this down into shallow left in foul territory. Shawn Roby is able to make his way over and catch that ball. And there's out number 2. Here's Johan Rojas with 2 outs in the top of the order. He's 0 for 2 today. Stride tried to lay down a bunt back in the 3rd, but it just held up in the sky too long, and they were able to catch it. Bunt pop out. Keeps the bat on his shoulder this time as he takes a first pitch strike. Reading's had just 2 hits, a double and a single by Logan Ohapi and Jalen Ortiz, and they've had no free passes issued. This is to second, Arbach, Rincones, out number 3, and the Fightin' Phils go down in order for the 4th consecutive time here. To the bottom half we go. See if we turn to the bullpen here or Eric Miller. I'll let you know in just 1 second.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at First Energy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear. Plus, Throwback, black, R-Train, R-Fills attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rfills.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Eric Miller hands the ball over to Tyler McKay. As we head into the bottom of the 6th inning, Richmond leads Reading 2-0. And McKay's going to see Shawn Roby, Ricardo Jenovas, and Tyler Fitzgerald. Eric Miller finished after an inning of work, a 1-2-3 frame where he struck out 2 batters on 14 pitches. And Jonathan Guzman fumbles this at short. A rare miscue for the best shortstop in Double-A. And that will allow Roby to reach on an error. Here's Ricardo Jenovas. He was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd, flew out to center his 2nd time up. Now he takes a pitch inside. Saw Tyler back on Thursday. Inning of work, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He did leave some runners on for McKinley Moore, but got through that clean. Also saw him in the July 4th game, another clean inning of work. So hasn't allowed anything across in this series. Worked with a runner on. And nobody out as Jenovas sends this foul, down 1-2. Got to check around the system as Philly is tied 1-1 against the St. Louis Cardinals. They're going into the 4th. Nick Castellanos an RBI single. Both teams 1 run and 3 hits as Jenovas pokes this off the end of his bat, foul. Lehigh Valley doesn't start until 5:30 against Rochester at Coca-Cola Park. Jersey Shore and Hudson Valley, they're tied at 4, and this hits Jenovas in the shoulder. 2nd time this game he's been hit there. Maybe you're leaning in a bit much, sir. So that will put another runner on. He'll go down to 1st. Roby shuffles to 2nd, and now a little bit of a traffic jam here for Tyler McKay with 2 runners on and nobody out. Here's Tyler Fitzgerald. Tyler. Ooh. Fitzgerald had a solo shot back in the 4th. Richmond 2 runs on 4 hits today. Reading no runs on 2 hits. Bunt is laid down, racing Wendell Rijo. Wild throw, but Corridor saves it from going crazy. A bunt single for Tyler Fitzgerald. I think even with a perfect throw, he would have been safe, and that's why they call it a hit. it does load the bases here. Already seen one grand slam so far yesterday, Brett Arbach. And here's Martirano with the bases loaded and nobody out. Now, no damage done yet for McKay. Can still get out of this clean as Jack Conley's going to see him for a minute. Clearwater wrapped their game up against Dunedin. They won 5-3. Nick Maton, 2 for 5, an RBI. No strikeouts. Hopefully he's feeling well. That's kind of a big part of it. Bases juiced here. McKay will go after Martirano. He'll have the 7, 8, and 9 guys due up. Martirano 0 for 2, a pair of ground balls. Richmond leads 2-0. Reading doesn't want to let this game get away from them. Merging into the back half. Roby, Jenovas, and Fitzgerald left to right. After first pitch foul, there's a second one by Martirano. It's 0-2. Just looking to get the first out here. Another foul ball. He'll keep his count. McKay setting up on the first base side of the rubber. Righty-righty matchup. Here's the 0-2 again, and he cuts on and misses. 93. Blazed right by Martirano, and there is a huge out number 1 here in the 6th. Here's Armani Smith. Jack has something to say here to McKay as well. Everybody's coming in. Vicuna, Riho. Drawn up a plan here. One pitch could put 2 outs on the board and get rid of every damage. Figuring out what the situation is here. The meeting at the mound breaks up. Nobody comes out of the dugout here. Players are figuring out on their own here. Roby reached on an error to start this off. Then Jenovas was hit by a pitch, and a bunt single by Fitzgerald loads the bases here for Armani Smith. He's 1 for 2 with the double. First pitch outside. Ball 1. McKay comes set out of the stretch here. Looks back at the runner on second. Big breaking ball induces a swinging strike. 1-1. Jack's also going to have to be perfect back behind the plate. Seen a couple wild pitches already today. Ball, a strike, and an out on the board here. And this is sent to right field. Playable for Jalen Ortiz. It goes over his head. 1 run will score 2. Here's the play at the plate. Gets past Jack. What a coverage by Tyler McKay. Back there. 2-run score off of Armani Smith's bat, but it certainly could have been worse. It'll go in as a double, and Richmond leads 4-0. Fitzgerald hangs up at third. 2 doubles for Armani Smith, and Richmond a 4-0 lead. And now we'll see Matt Hockenberry come out. I thought that was going to be playable for Jalen in right, and he took a step in and then it went over his head. It bounced all the way to the wall. It was a good throw in. Really good relay. And the throw by Vicuna was up the line. Past the diving Jack, and then Tyler did a good job being behind him, making sure it didn't go out of control. Mike Adams now warming up in the bullpen. And the meeting at the mound breaking up, everybody going back to their respective positions. Matt Hockenberry heading back into the dugout. McKay working with second and third here and just one out. Richmond leads by 4 here. Infield's going to come in, try to get that runner out at the plate. This game is certainly still within reach. Want to make sure it doesn't get out of reach. Sent deep to right field. Ortiz on the run. And it's over the fence. A 3-run home run by Franklin Labor makes this game 7-0. That clears the bases. Poked that the opposite way and it sailed right over. And that'll be it. Manager Sean Williams comes out. He's going to turn to Mike Adams. We'll give him a minute to warm up here. Stuck in the bottom of the 6th, down by 7 now.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Here's Mike Adams to try to get us out of the 6th. 5 runs have already scored. Richmond leads 7-0. There's only 1 out on the board, but there's nobody on the base pass. He has the top of the order here. Jacob Hayward steps into the righty batter's box. Adams got a save the other day. 3 outs in the 10th, his first of the season. Also leads the team with 5 wins. First pitch strike here to Hayward. He's 0 for 3 today. He takes a swing and a miss. One of 2 batters for Richmond to not reach. An error allowed Shawn Roby to reach to start off this frame. Jenovas was hit by a pitch, and a bunt single by Fitzgerald loaded the bases. A 2-run double by Armani Smith put some runs on the board, and then a 3-run home run by Franklin Labor put a 5 spot up. Hayward takes a strikeout, and he'll head back to the dugout. Adams picks up out number 2. And here is Brett Arbach with 2 away. Adams, the first pitch ball here. Arbach doubled and walked in this game. It takes ball number 2. That's in for a strike. 2 outs now in this frame, both of them by strikeouts. McKay had one. Adams had that caught looking at Hayward. This hits the outside corner, 2-2. When Reading comes up in the 7th, Rijo, Ohapi, and Ortiz due up. They have just 2 hits today. Going to have to start chipping away at this lead. The offering is in the dirt, a full count. Diego Rincon is in the on-deck circle. He's the only one not to get up for Richmond so far in this inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Hits the strike zone, and it's a caught looking. Arbach throws his bat in frustration, and that will do it here to get out of the 6th inning. But 5 runs do score. Richmond leads 7-0. And the Fightin' Phils have some work to do.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Into the 7th here at the Diamond, and Richmond has taken a 7-0 lead. Wendell Rijo, Logan Ohapi, and Jalen Ortiz due up. They're going to have to start chipping away. Get something on the board here. They only have 2 hits, but Ohapi and Ortiz have had those hits, so this is a good spot to be in. Matt Frisbee is going to come out for another frame, just 62 pitches under his belt, a ball and a strike here to Wendell Rijo. He has not issued any free passes as of yet, and he's had 5 1-2-3 innings. Rijo lines this fair down the third base side past Shawn Roby. He's going to take 2, speeding into second, a stand-up double, and that's the way to start it off there for Wendell Rijo. Here's Logan Ohapi. Had a single in the 4th, was caught stealing. Frisbee looks back. Now he comes home to Logan inside. Doesn't look like anybody's up in Richmond's bullpen. Kind of hard to see. It's down the right field line. Rijo out on second. Here's the 1-0 to Logan inside. It hits the strike zone. This is outside, 2-1. Wendell had his 11th and 12th stolen bases in this series here. Already in scoring position out on second, but he's a good runner. Redding's, I don't think, going to risk losing a base runner here, but he'll be aggressive, I would think. Logan sends this foul, and that evens the count 2-2. Despite it being overcast, it's actually very pleasant weather-wise. No longer hot or humid here. Riho on second. Frisbee looks at him. Here's a 2-2 to Logan, and it hits him in the wrist, I think. He's got all that extra padding on, and he seems okay as he puts it on the ground, and he jogs down to first. And that'll put 2 on for the Fightin' Phils and nobody out here for Jalen Ortiz, the cleanup hitter. He seems fine down at first, which is a good thing. Manager Sean Williams giving some information out over at third as Ortiz steps in the righty batter's box. A double and a strikeout against Frisbee, but he's got 2 on. Like I said before, late in the game is where the Phils do most of their scoring. Ortiz takes a pitch inside at the knees, 0-1. Now there's somebody up in the bullpen for the Flying Squirrels. Setting up outside is Jenovas, and the pitch comes outside. Ortiz doesn't chase it, though, and it's 1-1. Looking back at second, Ortiz rolls over on this. And he'll take strike 2. Two runners on for the Fightin' Phils, nobody out here, top of the 7th. And Jalen takes a ball above the letters, 2-2. Richmond leads 7 runs on 7 hits. 5 of them coming in the bottom of the 6th. Capped off by a 3-run home run by Franklin LeBoer. Redding looking to counter that. They've got 2 on, nobody out, top of the 7th. Here's the 2-2, and Jalen sends it foul down the right field line, and it's going to go into the stands. Just a couple rows back. Good chase by Rincones. And Jalen's going to get another shot here. Frisbee looks back. Here's the 2-2. Ortiz lines this deep to left. It's over the head of Smith. All the way to the wall it goes. Rijo's going to score. O'Hoppe will pull up at third. An RBI double for Jalen Ortiz gets the Fightin' Phils on the board here. This team never says die. 2 in scoring position now, and we'll see how much longer they give Matt Frisbee. Here's the pitching coach, Paul Osagura. Frisbee up to 76 pitches. He's gone into the 90s before. First time he's been tagged up really in this game. This is the first kind of stressful situation he's had to work through. O'Hoppe at third, Ortiz at second, and here's Aldrim Corridor, who is beyond due for a hit. I can't wait for him to unleash on a baseball. Now's the perfect time to do it. Our Phils trail by 6. Still a good amount of this game left to go. Strike on the outside corner to Corridor. 0 for 2 today. Both balls went the opposite way. Hoppy, a good lead off third. Jenovas is going to have to be solid back behind the plate as he takes an offering in the dirt, 1-1. Leaning over is Frisbee. Now he comes set out of the stretch here with 2 runners on and nobody out. The 1-1. Corridor chases a pitch in the dirt, 1-2. Reading trying to get Frisbee out of this game. They've hit hard against the bullpen these past 3 nights. Here's a 1-2. Corridor stays alive with the foul ball back. Aldrum skies this out to center field. Hayward coming in. We'll see if Logan tags. He's going to not. What? He thought about it, and then he pulled up. And I don't know if Jalen noticed that he pulled up because he got about halfway to third and had to hurry back. Ends up just being a fly out to center field. Good thing they were paying attention there. Able to get back in time. Reading still has 2 in scoring position now. Here is Kevin Vicuna. And we'll see if they let Frisbee go. Takes the ball up and in. Vicuna 0 for 2 today. In a big spot here for the Fightin' Phils. Looking to drive in some more runs. They're down by 6. Takes a big swinging strike, 1-1. First run of the game for the Fightins, that RBI double from Jalen Ortiz. He's out on second. Logan O'Hoppe on third. This is sent foul, down 1-2. Frisbee taking his time, stepping back on the first base side of the rubber. Corner infielders playing in a little bit. Middle infielders back deep. Wind is pushing inside the ballpark here. Kevin goes up the middle. Arbach misplays it. A run will score. He's safe at first. That's going to go in as an error on the second baseman. But Kevin drives in a run there as O'Hoppe crosses the plate at 7-2. Ortiz gets his way to third. And here is Jack Conley with runners on the corners. And now we're going to see manager Dennis Pelfrey. He's going to make a call to the bullpen. The Phils threatening here with just 1 out. In the top of the 7th. Fans, don't go anywhere. They're making this interesting. Reading's making this interesting here in the top of the 7th. They've plated 2 runs. Riho led this off with a double. Logan O'Hoppe was hit by a pitch, and then Ortiz drove in a run. Kevin Vicuna reached on an error. He does credit for the RBI. That brings in Logan O'Hoppe. Now Reading has runners on the corners, and just 1 out here. They forced Matt Frisbee out of the game after 6 1/3. He leaves 2 runners on as Trenton Toplicar will come in here. And the Fightin' Phils are going to try to do some more damage. Already chipping away at the lead, down by just 5 now, as Jack Conley steps in and takes a ball inside. Line not closed on Frisbee. Does go 6 1/3, 85 pitches. Jack sends this back into the net, foul. Saw Toplicar back on Wednesday. 2 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 run. 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Couldn't get himself, or got himself through 6th and 7th inning. That hit came from Kevin Vicuna and Jonathan Guzman, who's due up. Jack takes the ball outside. 2-1 now. Toplicar, the righty. Pretty tall out there for the Flying Squirrels. 6'4", 210 out of Santee, California. Runners on the corners for the Fightin' Phils. Takes a breaking ball down and away, and the count is 3-1. Toplicar, a 16th round pick back in 2018. Just the 2nd time we're seeing him in this series. O'Hoppe on 3rd, or excuse me, O'Hoppe came home. Ortiz on 3rd, and Vicuna on 1st with just 1 out. And Jack takes one way inside, and they're going to say he's hit by a pitch. I mean, it would have been ball 4 anyways, but I think they're going to say it hit his jersey. And either way, he'll jog down to first on a free pass, and that will load the bases as Vicuna gets to 2nd. And this is a big moment for the youngster here. Jonathan Guzman comes up, looking to drive in a couple runs here. Maybe more than a couple, maybe all of them. We'll see what he can do with the bases loaded and 1 out. Takes a pitch inside from Toplicar, 1-0, struck out and lined out today. He's made really good contact in this series. Things just haven't dropped in for him here, but I think if you keep putting the ball in play, something good is going to happen, and we'll see what he can do here. This hits the strike zone, 1-1. It's Ortiz, Vicuna, and Conley, left to right across the diamond. They did give Jack a walk for that, officially. Fightin' Phils trail by 5 in the top of the 7th. This is way outside. 2-1. Jenovas has done a good job blocking things back behind the plate. Ortiz has some pretty solid speed on him. Jonathan sends the 2-1 foul. It's 2-2. Good catch is made by a fan up there in the 2nd level. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Guzzi sends it foul, and he'll get to go again. Manager Sean Williams waiting to wave his runners home here. Here's the 2-2. Popped off of the bat of Guzman, and it's caught by the 2nd baseman. They're going to double up Vicuna. I can't believe that didn't get through. Ugh. But the Fightin' Phils get 2 on the board, and they trail by 5 now. A double play ends the inning. And here we go, 7th inning stretch at the diamond.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. of proven winner J.P. Mascaro & Sons, the industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries, but only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Fightin' Phils get 2 back in the top of the 7th. They trail by 5 now. Mike Adams is going to stay out and get a fresh inning here. He sees Diego Rincon, Shawn Roby, and Ricardo Jenovas. Fightin's had the bases loaded, but they fell into a double play. And tough end to the top half. But they get some on the boards here, get the bats going a little bit. And now we'll see if Adams can keep them in this. Rincone's down 1-2. Mike came in and he got back-to-back strikeouts to get us out of the 6th inning. This is a ball 2-2. Phillies now lead 3-1. Matt Vierling with an RBI single and Kyer Schwarber with another home run. This is pulled foul. And that score is in the top of the 5th. Oh, that home run just happened right now. That's pretty cool. Bouncing into the glove of Jonathan Guzman. The shortstop takes it across the diamond. There's out number 1. Jersey Shore has gone to extras. They are tied 4-4 in the top of the 10th. They're home, so they will bat last. Clearwater won their game. Lehigh Valley plays at 5:30. Here's Shawn Roby. He takes a first pitch strike. And then a big swing and a miss. 0-2. Adams kicks and fires. This is taken out to right field. Ortiz back at the warning track, and he makes the catch. There's out number 2 here. That lifted and I think carried a little bit with the wind. But it's out number 2 here for Ricardo Jenovas. Adams looking to set them down quick so the Fightins can come back in the top of the 8th. This is taken foul, giving chase is Aldrum corridor, but it ends up in the dugout, or in the bullpen, actually. Back into the net behind home plate, and he's down 0-2. Adams looking for a 1-2-3 frame to get us out of this in the bottom of the 8th. The Arphils trail 7-2. In the bottom of the 7, look to get to the 8th. This is lined into center field, and Jenovas will have a hit to continue the frame. Tyler Fitzgerald takes back-to-back balls. He had a home run in the 4th and then a bunt single that loaded the bases back in the 6th. Hasn't seen Mike Adams yet with a runner on first and 2 outs. Now we'll take a strike on the outside corner. This is bump back foul. That'll make the count full. Adams has a runner on first, but he has 2 outs here. Out on first, Ricardo Jenovas shuffling off the bag. Payoff pitch with 2 outs, in for a called strike 3. Adams catches Fitzgerald looking and rings him up. That's the end of the 7th. The Fightin' Phils down by 5, but it's their turn to bat. Into the 8th we go here at the Diamond. Into the top of the 8th, the Fightin' Phils trail by 5. Mike Adams held him in the bottom half, so we'll see what they can do as Hunter Marquardt will lead us off. Johan Rojas and Wendell Riho also due up in this frame. Marquardt comes around to the left side here. There's 2 innings left here in the series before the Fightin' Phils get on the bus and go back to Reading. I'm excited to go back. First pitch by Marquardt bounced into the glove of the first baseman. He's going to make the play unassisted. Tried to run it out, was pretty close, but he can't get there. Trent Toplicar stays in the game after coming in and getting that big double play to get them out of the 7th. He'll get a clean 8th and 1 out on the board as we go back to the top of the order here with Johan Rojas. Rojas 0 for 3. Don't want him to snap this on-base streak that he's had. 9 consecutive games, all 9 games that he's played here for the Fightin' Phils as he takes a pitch inside. In the dirt, 2-0. Toplicar out of the stretch, outside. 3-0. Rojas trying to get on base and get something started here for the Fightin' Phils. Now that's ball 4 inside. So on 4 pitches, Rojas is going to walk down to first. He pushes his on-base streak to 10 consecutive games. That's all the games he's been here in Double-A. And now he's out on first with Wendell Riho in the heart of the order due up here. Only 1 out in the top of the 8th. Fightin' Phils down by 5. Inside. Called strike. Riho doubled to start off the scoring in the 7th. See if he can get himself on base in the 8th, have another multi-hit game. He has been certainly the loudest hitter for the Fightin' Phils this week, but he grounds out to the shortstop. We're going to try to turn 2. The throw gets away from the first baseman, and he'll be safe at first. They do get Rojas at second. Going as a fielder's choice. Out on the force out. So now there's 2 away, but they still got a runner on. Here's Logan O'Hoppe. He takes the first pitch ball. Logan was hit by a pitch in the 7th, also singled in the 4th. Was caught stealing today. Riho out on first. Logan takes another one inside. Somebody up in the bullpen for the Fightins. Somebody up in the bullpen for the Flying Squirrels here. The off day tomorrow, there's a little bit more wiggle room. Inside, and it hits the corner. Hop checks in with the umpire, Cassidy, about that call. There's the pitch inside, 3-1. Waiting in the on-deck circle is Jalen Ortiz. He's already had 2 doubles today. And there's ball 4 outside. Rio's going to move to second. Logan O'Hoppe takes a free pass down to first, and the Fightin' Phils have 2 on and 2 out for Jalen Ortiz. Oh, man, don't you just want to see him rake here? But they're going to go to the bullpen as Dennis Belfry comes out, points down the right field line. We'll take a break, let whoever comes in warm up. The Fightin' Phil's threatening at the top of the 8th, but they're down by 5. Richmond will go with Solomon Bates here. In the top of the 8th, the Fightin' Phils have Rijo on second and Ohapi on first. They do have 2 outs on the board, but Jalen Ortiz is coming up to bat. And this is a huge moment here for the Fightin' Phils as Toplicar leaves, stranding 2 runners on. Fightin' Phils tagged up Bates for a couple runs the other day. Can they do so again today? Jalen's already had a 2-hit contest, 2 doubles, including an RBI in the 7th. He'll come up with a runner in scoring position here, but 2 outs. Infield, outfield, back deep. The wind is pushing opposite way. More of a pull home run guy, but we'll see. So he takes the first pitch ball here from Bates. Aldrim Corridor waiting on deck. The Fightin' Phils trail by 5. As Jalen takes a called strike, 1-1. Chases a breaking ball down and away, down 1-2. Two on, 2 out. Fightin' Phil's threatening here late in the game. They're down by 5. They need to do some damage. Ortiz takes a pitch outside, and the count evens 2-2. That's ball 3 outside, and the count is full. Two on, 2 out. Stepping on the first base side of the rubber, Solomon Bates. Gets the sign from his catcher, Jenovas. Looks back at Rijo on second. Here's the payoff pitch. Ortiz bumps it back foul. We'll go again. Runners were going on contact there. Hoppy was already at second base. Payoff pitch, ball 4 outside, and the Fightin' Phils will load the bases. This is the second time today with the bases loaded. They could not capitalize the last time. Can they here? Rio on third, Ohapi on second, Jalen on first, and Aldrum Corridor is up at the plate. He's already had one grand slam this season. That was back on June 8th. Can he have another one? First pitch, inside strike. Bases juiced here for the Fightin' Phils. 2 outs. Aldrum takes a ball in the dirt. One outside. Corridor holds off. 2-1. Waiting on deck now is Kevin Vicuna. The Phils trail by 5. Threatening here in the top of the 8th. Here's the 2-1. Corridor slices this foul. 2-2. Big moment here for Reading. Bases loaded, 2 away. Rio, Ohapi, Ortiz left to right on the diamond. Aldrum Corridor up at the plate on the left side. Here's a 2-2 offering up the middle. Playable for Fitzgerald. He's going to go over to first and get the out there. And the Fightin' Phils can't get the job done with the bases loaded. They trail by 5. To the bottom of the 8th we go here in Richmond.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
A call to the bullpen here for Reading as Mike Adams hands the ball to Carlo Reyes in for the bottom of the 8th. The Fightin' Phils had the bases loaded in the top half, and they just couldn't bring in a run. So now they are down by 5 here. They have 3 outs left on their side, and Richmond has 6. Brandon Martirano, Armani Smith, and Franklin Laborde due up. Martirano takes back-to-back strikes, down 0-2. Final line for Mike Adams, an inning and 2/3. 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. He's out there for 27 pitches. Reyes sends a ball into Martirano, 1-2. After this game, we'll return back to Reading next Tuesday through Sunday against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. That's a called strike 3 on the outside corner. And Reyes gets his first batter. Here's Armani Smith. He's had 2 doubles in this game, 2 RBIs and a run scored. There's a first pitch strike from Reyes. Back-to-back balls make it 2-1. Let's check in on the Phillies. They are still up 3-1. Top 6. They're on the road. Busch Stadium. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Armani Smith. This is a big swing and a miss on a breaking ball, down and away. Reyes strikes out Smith, and there's back-to-back Ks. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Jersey Shore went tied into the 10th. Hudson Valley scored a run in the top half. They countered back in the bottom half. Now they're in the 11th. Hudson Valley put 4 runs on, and Jersey Shore is working through the bottom half. They've already put 1 run. Now they're down by just 3. 2 runners on and just 1 out. First pitch ball to Labor. Second one is a called strike. He had a 3-run home run that kind of deflated the balloon here for me. But the Fightin' Phils have done a good job of not giving up towards the end of this contest, battling in each and every frame. Even if they haven't been able to come through with that big hit today, they certainly haven't mentally checked out. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Reyes. This is lifted into left field. Hunter Marquardt is there. He makes the catch, and a 1-2-3 frame gives the Fightin' Phils an opportunity in the top of the 9th. They'll have 3 outs to come up with 5 runs.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner in Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration.
Top of the 9th we go here in Richmond, Virginia. Reading trails 7-5 to the Flying Squirrels. Solomon Bates will stay in this game. Kevin Vicuna, Jack Conley, and Jonathan Guzman are due up. Fightin' Phils have 3 outs here. Try to come up with 5 runs. Can be done. They've scored at one point 7 runs in an inning earlier this season. I was back on May 19th at Somerset. Striking a ball here to Vicuna. Reached on an error, driving in a run his last time up. Lifts this out to right field. Labor chasing it. The wind is carrying it very far right, but he makes the catch, and there is out number 1. Looking forward to being back in Baseball Town on Tuesday. Hope you guys will join me on the airwaves then. Or maybe at the park, perhaps. Here's Jack Conley. Walked his last time up, otherwise 0 for 2 today. Bates gives him a strike on the outside corner. Reading just 4 hits today. Richmond 8. Both teams have made an error in the field. Long balls have really done it for the Flying Squirrels this series. Reading leads the series 3-2, so Richmond trying to even it out. The Fightin' Phils would love a series win. There's a called strike, 2-2. Big kick by Bates. Jack bumps this back into the net behind home plate. Will go again. Holds off on a pitch outside, and now the count is full. Solid crowd here stayed around in this game for Richmond. I think they're having a post-game run the bases. That's why there's a lot of kids in the crowd as Conley strikes out swinging on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball, and there is 2 outs in the 9th. Here's Jonathan Guzman. He takes the first pitch outside. 0 for 3 today. Fightin' Phils have 4 hits. 2 from Jalen Ortiz, Wendell Rijo, and Logan O'Hoppe. They've had a couple free passes issued by the Flying Squirrels. They just weren't able to capitalize it today like they have been the past few games. Here's the 1-1, a slow roller back to the pitcher. Bates throws it overhead, but Rincone is able to nab it out of the sky and put the tag on Guzman, and that will do it here in this game. Fightin' Phils fall 7-2 as we wrap up our series in Richmond. Each team wins 3 games apiece, so a split here for the Fightin' Phils. And now we're going to get on the bus, we're going to go home, and we're going to go back to Reading for a 6-game set against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. I'm really looking forward to being back at the ballpark. I'll be on the airwaves this way and also on Minor League Baseball TV if you tune in that way. Fans, thanks so much for joining in today. I'll see you on Tuesday. Your final score, Richmond 7, Reading 2.